Hi guys, it's me the Big B and welcome back to some vintage gaming, and this time we're going to play another platform game, or actually another two platform games, because this one again had a sequel. It had multiple sequels, but like I said in the last video, I'm just going to play the original game and its main sequel. And this one was one that someone dropped into the comments. I did have it in my list ready to do, but they mentioned it, so I thought I would do it next. And it's the classic Monty Mole. And its follower-up, Monty on the Run. Now this was basically, as far as I was concerned, a blatant take, a rip, if you like, of Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy kind of wrapped into one. You play a mole, and you're running around some mines, makes sense, and you're collecting items, but it's got the mechanics and the gameplay of both. Now I'm just going to jump straight into it, guys, and I'll kind of explain as we're playing and as we're going along. So here we are, basically Monty Mole, and basically we have to go and get that bucket. And why we have to get that bucket, I never understood, but I've kind of just figured it out. If you go into the mine, there's nothing to collect. If you notice, there's a lack of things to collect. It's just basically a couple of nasties, a plunger, and nothing else. So to activate all the collectibles, for some strange reason, you have to avoid this very red squirrel dropping his nuts. All jokes aside, and you've got to pick this bucket up, and as soon as you pick this bucket up, you've got to run like hell because there's a miner, an awfully pissed off miner, going to start chasing you. Here we go, and there he is. And why that bucket had what looked like molten lava or whatever like spitting out the top of it, I don't know, because it was supposedly a bucket of coal. Alright, as you can see now, things have changed. We've now got our items on screen to collect, and as you can see, it's kind of a little bit Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy all wrapped up into one. And they just changed the main character from a miner to a mole. And again, we stuck them underground, picking all the bits and pieces up. It's very, 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 very... That's one of the bug things of the game, the things I don't like. It's so easy to die in this game. Again, collision detection isn't what I'd call the world's best. On some of these earlier Spectrum games, you can poke through a lot of the levels, as you saw there, and this is one of those games where if you fall too far by a pixel, you die, so you've got to be very, very wary of that. And definitely fallen, and yes, I remember this, falling items. Now as you can see, the items you collect are flashing, just like Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy, which basically is your cue that's what you have to collect. But it gets a bit confusing because that's not always the case in this game. Now let me just get past this plunger, which is completely random. I thought there was a pattern to this, but there isn't. It's pot luck. Sometimes the plunger doesn't plunge twice in a row, sometimes it does, and I've sat and watched it now, I cannot figure out a pattern. So basically it's pot luck, I just run and go. And 9 times out of 10, trust me, you die. I got lucky that time. Really lucky. Right. I'm going to drop off here. And then get across here. Now, as you can see, there's a plant or there's something there. And I thought at first that's going to kill me. Because I want the little flashy item at the other side. And there's even a candle dripping wax. Which a candle, flame, burn, could kill you. But no. Seemingly, they're collectibles as well. It doesn't tell you that they're collectibles. It's not flashing them to give you an idea. It just assumes that you're automatically going to know. Which is not always the case. Right. Get past this level. And like all the other games, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play with what lives I've got. And then I'm not going to sort of restart again and bore the crap out of you guys. A few of these levels and you kind of get the idea of the game. You get the idea, you get a bit of nostalgia, and it may entice you into playing them again, it may not. It may just be nice for you to look back and remember fondly of how you used to spend and waste your youth, like I did. But you can see the graphics are a little bit better. The Manic Miner, they've got a bit more colour going on. The sprites are a little bit bigger. There's more sprites moving around. You know, they try to shake things up a bit again. And that's kind of what happened as the Spectrum progressed. Oh, I remember this level. Hang on, you've got to run like hell because there's a brick comes down. That's one of the other bugbears. I digress again. If that brick hits you, by the time you've realised it's hit you, you're dead. By the time you realise what's happened, it's hit you again and you're dead again, and so on and so on. A bit like Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy. So, I cannot remember. I think the hammers are collectible. Got to run down there. And again, you're so wary of dropping too far. You've got to really think about what you're doing and how far you're dropping and what platform you're jumping from and jumping to. It's very, very, very... And again, I can't complaining, but I kind of remember the... Can I get across there? I can. I kind of remember the collision detection with a bit more fondness, because it was part and parcel of what it was. It was part of what makes these Spectrum games the way they are. Of course, you're not going to get, you know, major collision detection pixel for pixel, and especially on some of these early games, they were just learning the techniques. They were just learning everything. Right, got to get across here. Get the drill. I have no idea whether these items are usable or not usable, or whether you can actually do anything with them. Ooh. Now, I had to drop through there. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Now, I don't know whether I can go down that little gap there. I'm not sure. I'm not going to even attempt it, because I'm pretty 99% sure I will die. Saying that, it seems dropping from that... Oh, run, 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 run. It seems dropping from that platform makes you die. So there's no... All I can assume is you've got to go down here and work your way back up there, because there is no way you can get across there. Ah. And there's no way I can get down there. Now, is there another key I'm supposed to use? Is there something I can do? Now, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I can't get into there. Now, that drill's reappeared, so do I have to get the drill? Is the drill important? Who knows? Let's find out. Now, what a key? There must be another. There has to be another key. I'm going to waste this, aren't I? So if it's a drill. No, let's just jump. Let's just jump. Right, so basically, I can't get through there. I can't duck. I can't use the item. And if I fall from here, I'm going to die. Oh, really? You actually climbed through the platform. Well, I did not know that one. I knew you could fall through some of the platforms, but I didn't expect it to do that. Whoa! Damn it! Damn it! Why did Monty die so fast? Aren't 3 lives enough to last? The hazards that confront 'em all in his search for his precious coal. Don't let Monty die in vain. Press a key and start again. No, we won't. I'm going to leave that there, guys. Obviously, you can see what the gameplay is like, what they were sort of going for. Now, in the follow-up, the direct follow-up, which was Monty on the Run, they tried to change it up again. They made it more of a linear platform rather than all this hunt and find and all this business. But as you can see, they were what they were. They were good for the time. They had what we call gameplay. They didn't rely on graphics. They relied on pure gameplay. Some of it very annoying, as you can see. But again, that's what made them sort of the fun. That like I said in my last video, that drive you had, that annoyance. You're going to press that key. You're going to get to that next level. You've got to try. You've got to try. But it never got to the point of rage. Never got to the point like it does nowadays of throwing your Spectrum across the room and bouncing it off the wall, like some of the kids do nowadays with the controllers. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, and we'll see you next time for some Monty on the Run.